with good speed. It should not be a problem. It's connecting here. Connected. Yes, it's live now. Okay, it's live. I'll just share with them the stream key here. Alright friends, so I think now I'm live everywhere, so there is no more confusion. Okay, friends, one request, please get your username and password. Today is the last day I'm going live on YouTube also. From tomorrow there will not be any more live. Please contact Fida, call her in the morning itself. I believe you all have Fida's number with you. She's the one who's coordinating with Abhilash and everyone to clear up this whole thing. I just share the number over here, the helpline number. The number is shared, okay, so you all can view it here. Now I'll come back to the costing part. So we were doing relevant cost of labor. There are two types of labor. One is called as skilled labor and the other one is called as what? Unskilled labor. Okay. So when we talk about skilled and unskilled, maybe I'll give you examples. You can write down subconcept number one. Subconcept number one. Okay. Relevant cost of skilled labor. Okay, so let us take one person from this classroom. I will catch Rohit for this purpose. Assume Rohit is an excellent cook. Okay, he is having a center where he is selling. What is the food item that he is selling now, friends? We have talked about masala dosa, vada. Assume he is selling excellent burgers. Okay, what is the selling price of burger? Assume the burger that he is selling has a selling price of 100. Variable cost is 60. The contribution is 40 rupees. And let's assume that the time taken by him to make a burger is 1 hour. Hence, what is the contribution per hour that you get over here? You get 40 rupees per hour. Now, suddenly, one team has come who is asking Rohit to, make pizzas instead of burger. Okay? His burger is already running on full demand. Understood? If he spends 1 hour away from making burger, he will lose some customers in burger for sure. Okay. Now for pizza, the details given are as follows. Selling price will be 200. Let us say the variable cost is turning out to be 100. So what is the contribution that you get over here? You get a contribution of 100 rupees per hour. Let us assume it takes 3 hours to make pizza. Okay. My question to you is, should Rohit stop making burger and make pizza, or should he continue making burger and not make pizza? Can you put this question in your books, friends? Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books now? Fine. I will now explain the logic part to you. Friends, if he is making burger, it takes how many hours over there? 3 hours. For every 1 hour, sorry. If he is making pizza, it takes him how many hours? 3 hours. Okay. So everyone interact with me. If he is making burger, for every 1 hour he is making how much money over here? 40 rupees per hour, right? So here the relevant cost of pizza would be, first one we have a selling price is how much? 100 rupees. Okay. What is the variable cost? I told you 100. Sorry, selling price I believe is 200, correct? And the variable cost is how much? 100. Apart from this, there is a contribution foregone on burgers. Am I right? Because he is making pizza, he cannot make what? He cannot make burger. How many hours is it required to make pizza? 3 hours. For every 1 hour, how much rupees is the contribution that he is losing in burger? 40. So can I say he is losing 120 rupees? So this together, does it turn out to be 220? Correct? So now tell me, based on this, what is the net gain or loss by making pizza? 200 minus 220, do you make a loss of 20? So tell me, should we make pizza, yes or no? No, we should not make pizza because we are making a loss. Can you write down this in your books now? Shreya, you have a very good point. What is the difference between purchase cost and replacement cost? Purchase cost ideally will be the replacement cost if both are talking about the future. Sometimes what I will do is I purchased on Monday. Now today is Wednesday. Wednesday I am asking what is the purchase cost. Then that is nothing but the book value. So purchase cost can be in past tense also, it can be in future tense also. Purchase cost in future tense is equal to replacement cost. Purchase cost in past tense is equal to book value. I hope you are clear now. Alright friends, have you put up till here? So you can write down since the relevant cost of making pizza is more than the selling price, pizza should not be made. Pizza should not be made. Can you write down this in your books now, friends? Alright friends, everybody is clear with this. So now here what comes over here is the relevant cost the relevant cost of labor if the labor is skilled is the variable cost plus whatever is the contribution foregone. So here it will be the variable cost of pizza plus the contribution foregone of what? Contribution foregone of burger. Can you write down till here in your books now, friends? I hope everybody is comfortable and clear. I am going a little slow. Just a minute, friends. I am going a little slow. I believe by today, once everyone is set, from tomorrow I can slowly increase my space also. Okay. Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books now? So we are done with the relevant cost of skilled labor. Now I will write down the next concept heading. Okay. Relevant cost of unskilled labor. Relevant cost of unskilled labor. Fine friends, let us start discussing this part now. Friends, let me take another example. Let us assume Shreya has joined for articleship under Tarun Jagdish. Okay. Now assume Tarun Jagdish is absolutely jobless. He has no work at all. He is paying Shreya a stipend of 2000 rupees, strictly as per ICAI guidelines. Okay, Shreya has only one work, friends. Every day morning she will come to office at 10 a.m., sit there, check her Facebook, check her Instagram, check her WhatsApp, everything, in the evening 5:30 she will go back. And every month then Tarun is giving her a stipend of how much money now? 2000 rupees. Suddenly, one fine day, one client comes to Tarun's office. Tarun very happy, finally somebody is coming to my office. And this client comes and tells to Tarun that he needs a full-time accountant, okay, but not in his payroll. This accountant should be the payroll of Tarun. Client will only take, the person will be physically present in the client's office, but it will come under the payroll of Tarun Jagdish. So Tarun told, okay, Shreya is there, very good article. She is working hard every day from morning 10 to 5:30. She can come there as full-time accountant. Client told, I will pay you 1500 rupees per month for this. Take it or leave it. Now, my dear friends, tell me, should Tarun accept the offer or should Tarun reject the offer? Can you put this question in your books and then put the answer in the chat box so that we can decide whether Tarun should accept the proposal or reject the proposal? Tell me friends, what is the answer you're getting over there? Accept. Sabir, Sanju, Rohit. Look, I'm getting 1500. Shreya, I'm paying 2000. Am I not making a loss of 500? Still, I should accept. Why? I will tell you. Now tell me, what is the revenue I'm getting over here? 1500 is the revenue I'm getting over here. Corresponding to this, what is the relevant cost that I am incurring? Friends, Shreya, anyway, she's coming to the office. Anyway, she's wasting her time on Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, etc. Friends, I don't have any extra money that I have to pay her. Anyway, she's there. My relevant cost becomes zero. Hence, by taking up this work, what is the profit I make over here? 1500. So, the relevant cost in case of committed labor, okay, turns out to be nil. There is no relevant cost is involved. Can you write down this also in your books now, friends? Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books now? Can I go to the next part? So friends, we learned about relevant cost of material also. We learned about relevant cost of labor also. Now let me take the study material. I'll just show you. Okay, we are doing this chapter. We had some theory to learn over here. Alright, friends, this I think is almost the same example as what I told you. Case study number 1 is available. Banana, grape, strawberry, okay, regularly used, old stock to be purchased. So that's something what we just now discussed. Case study number 2 also, Zubin is an article of lazy chartered accountants. Exactly the same example as what I gave you. And case study 3 is about skilled labor, alright. Now we just go through the theory part. Marginal cost, differential cost, etc. Maybe I'll add up one more theory. There are mainly two types of costs which you have understood by now. First one is called as the relevant cost. Okay. And the second one is called as what? Irrelevant cost. Okay. The following costs are relevant. First one is marginal cost. Okay. Incremental fixed cost. This is actually called as differential cost. That is the terminology that we use over here. Opportunity cost is relevant. What is not relevant also I will tell you. Absorbed fixed overhead is not relevant. Permitted cost is not relevant. Historical cost is not relevant. Let me check if I have missed out something. Have I taken replacement cost over here? No, right? Okay, replacement cost is relevant. This is also called as imputed cost in some situations. Okay. Discretionary cost is relevant. And there is one more thing called as out of pocket cost. out of pocket cost. I think, yes, I think I've covered all these points. Okay, friends, can you draw this chart in your books now? Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books? Fine, now let us learn it one by one. What is the first thing that we spoke about? Marginal cost. Friends, marginal cost is nothing but it is the variable cost. Okay? So variable cost is relevant to decision because for every one additional unit you produce, it is an additional cost. Hence, it is relevant for every additional unit we produce. Additional cost is incurred. Additional cost is incurred. That is why, hence, it is relevant. This is a very important cost phrase. Okay, hence it is relevant. I hope you are all clear with the first part. What is the second cost that we are talking about over there? If you write down this, then I'll go to the next page and explain to you what is differential fixed cost. Okay. Alright friends, everybody is clear with this? I'll now write down the next one called as differential fixed cost. Differential fixed cost. Differential cost, one of the differential costs is incremental fixed cost. I'll give you an example now. Okay. What is this? Assume this is a classroom. Who is this? Assume this is me, Tarun. Who are these? Assume these are students. Now tell me, my dear friends, how many students are there in this class? I think 9 students are there. Assume the capacity of this classroom is 9 students. Okay, there are 9 students in this classroom, and assume I am paying a rent of 10,000 rupees for this classroom. Okay, Suddenly, one more admission has come. A 10th guy wants to come and join. I'll give it as 10th guy. He wants to come and join for my class. He is willing to pay me a fees of 6,000 rupees for the class, assume. But the problem is there is no space over here even to adjust. If this guy comes and joins my class, I will have to leave this room, take a bigger room. This is a bigger room. For this bigger room, I will have to pay a rent of, let us say, 20,000 rupees. Okay? My question to you is, should I give admission to this guy? Yes or no? Okay. Friends, financial point of view, now tell me, what is the additional revenue that I am getting over here? Are you getting the additional revenue as 10,000? That is, earlier rent is additional revenue is how much? 6,000, correct? Okay. What is the additional cost which I am incurring over here? 10 to 20 will be extra how much? 10,000. What is the loss I am making over here? 4,000. So tell me friends, should I accept this offer? No, I should not accept this offer. So and this is what you call it as differential cost. When the level goes up, the cost changes. Can you write down this in your books now? Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books? So write down, okay? Differential cost are additional cost for additional level of activity, okay? Hence, they are relevant. Can you write down this in your books now? Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books now? Shall I go to the next part? Okay, so we learned about differential cost, we learned about marginal cost. What is the next thing? Opportunity cost. Okay, assume you have all joined for the online class of Tarun Jagdish. Okay, how much fees are you planning to pay over here? Let's say it is 6,000 rupees. Okay, assume you have not yet joined, you are about to join. That is when you come to know that the online class of Tarun Jagdish is available. Forget Tarun, some other faculty, okay, some XYZ faculty is available just for 5,000 rupees. But you don't want to join for this class, you want to join for Tarun Jagdish class. Tell me, if you are joining over here and if you are paying 6,000 rupees, what is the amount for which you will feel sad? You would feel that had I joined there, I would have paid how much? 5,000. Now I am paying how much? 6,000. How much is the extra money I am paying over here? 1,000 rupees extra. Alright? So, this 1,000 rupees extra is what we call it as an opportunity cost. Had I got there, I would have paid only 5,000. Now I am paying 6,000. Can you write down this also in your books now, friends? Alright friends, have you all put up it here in your books? So opportunity cost is relevant because you are losing some extra money from your hands. Hence it is relevant for decision making. Everybody is clear so far? Can I go to the next one? Okay, let me take the next part now. What is the next cost I told you? Replacement cost. Friends, we already spoke about replacement cost. Mango, high in demand, replacement cost is relevant. What is the next one? Discretionary cost. Discretionary cost is relevant. Suppose you are sitting and getting bored. You want to go and watch a movie. Okay. So if you want to go and watch a movie, let us say you want to watch ABC movie. Alright. To go and watch this movie, you have two options now. Either watch or don't watch. If you don't watch, your cost incurred will be 0. If you watch, your cost incurred will be, let us say, 100 rupees. This is a discretionary cost. If I watch the movie, I pay money. If I don't watch the movie, I don't pay money. This cost is relevant for decision making. Is relevant for decision making. Can you write down this also in your books now, friends? Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books now? Can I go to the next part? Okay, so we have done with discretionary cost also. What is the next cost over here? Out of pocket cost. Friends, that is also one form of discretionary cost. From your pocket, you take it to whatever cost that is relevant for decision making. Out of pocket cost is any amount spent for a purpose. This is relevant for decision making. This is relevant for decision making. Alright? Can you please write down this also in your books? Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books now? What is the next point that I have put up over here? I think the next are all irrelevant costs. Is it what are the irrelevant costs? Absorbed fixed overhead. And now the next one. Absorbed fixed overhead. Friends, this cost is first of all irrelevant. We learned in the chapter of activity based costing also. Labor hours is not a good base. For example, I am paying a rent of 10,000 rupees. I am producing 1000 dosas. What is the rent per dosa that I get over here? 10 rupee per dosa. This 10 rupee per dosa is not relevant at all because tomorrow I might end up making 1200 dosas. Now tell me what is 1200 into 10? That turns out to be 12 rupees. This is not relevant for decision making. This is not relevant for decision making. Can you write down this in your books now? Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books? What is the next thing that is told over here? Can you tell me? Absorb, then you have committed and historical. Okay. We have already learned about committed cost. Friends, we had an example where I was having an article. This article I am paying 2000 rupees per month. This is an example of committed cost. Okay, here I took the relevant cost as 0 because this is not relevant for decision making. Okay. Last one is what? Historical cost. This also I believe we have learned. Okay, friends, historical cost is not relevant for decision making. I will give an example to you. You all have done your foundation course. You have done your intern. You have done your final. All together, suppose you have spent 5 lakhs so far. After doing this finally, you have qualified. You have become a CA. Once you become a CA, you are looking for a job. Okay? Suddenly you go in the outside market, there is no job available. Nobody is giving you a job. Now, can you go back to the institute, ICAI, and tell them, refund back my foundation, intern and final fees? They will not give you any money back. They will tell you that money is gone. Now that money cannot be recovered back, it is not relevant for decision making. So friends, any historical cost is not relevant for decision making. Can you write down this also in your books now? We had a very long theory session today, but we are done with the theory. Tomorrow we'll start cracking all the problems. Okay? Can you write down this also in your books now? Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books now? Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books now? So friends, we are done with this part also, and we are done with today's session on relevant costing. Problem solving, if we do it now, it will take too much time. Let's do it tomorrow. Okay? Sorry friends, today there was a lot of difficulties in the way the class happened. There was some connectivity issues. From tomorrow anyways, we are not streaming anywhere. Okay? Caster chat box will be active. So you have to just visit one place, tj.com/scmpe live. You will be given a username password which you have to use and attend the classes. Alright? Now tomorrow we will do this question 1, 2, 3, 4. These questions will upgrade with the latest study material problems. These were all the questions in the old syllabus. We will change it. I will do one thing friends, today I will speak to Fida. I will make a new revised study material which I will update on Google Drive. So you can directly access the latest material, updated material for May 2021 from the Google Drive itself. Okay. So shall we pack up today's session friends? Before I pack up, so today I spend around 5 to 10 minutes of time daily friends to share about one lesson which according to me is very important and which will definitely help you also to grow in life. First, I have started with this book called as the 5 AM Club. Let us learn a few lessons of this book. The first lesson which I want to teach you today is called as 20-20-20 rule. Okay? What this book says is that if you really want to be successful, if you want to be productive in life, you should wake up early. Only if you wake up early, you get that free time when your mind is absolutely relaxed and you can do many things what others cannot do. Now to wake up early, one important thing is you should sleep early also. You should not try sleeping late and getting up early. That might be a shorter thing which will not work out for the long run. What this book says is that once you wake up early, you have to ensure 3 things. Your body, your mind and your soul is challenged. Okay, so your body has to be challenged, your mind has to be challenged, and your soul has to be challenged. Once you challenge these 3 or you activate these 3, your body becomes relaxed, your soul becomes relaxed, your mind becomes relaxed and good, and then when you start your day, you can kickstart and you can do many more things what others cannot do. Now friends, for example, the time is around 9:20 AM. I have already got up at 4 in the morning. I have done my exercise today morning. I have read some of the books that I like. I have taken class for 3 hours and still it's only 9:20 AM. I still have a whole day from 9:30 till evening 6:30 where I can go and do many more activities which many others are just starting to do right now. Friends, this 20-20-20 rule says that if you wake up at 5 o'clock, first you should spend 20 minutes, that is 5 AM to 5:20, 20 minutes. Then you should have a time of 5:20 to 5:40, and then you should have a time from 5:40 to 6 o'clock. three slots of 20 minutes. First slot has to be kept for your body. Second 20 minutes has to be kept for your soul. And the last 20 minutes has to be kept for your mind. Today I will talk about the first 20 minutes as to what is supposed to be done. You must spend some good time doing exercise. You must spend another 20 minutes doing some form of meditation or auto-suggestion is what I prefer calling it. And then you should read something new, something what you like, which will make your mind also active. By spending this 1 hour early in the morning, your body is stretched, relaxed, your blood circulation is smooth, your soul is relaxed, your mind is very, very cool, and you get new thought process. This creates a kind of change in your mind. And in the long run, friends, if you're talking the remaining time which I'm talking about 6 a.m. to let us say 6 p.m. This 12-hour slot, you can work with amazing high-level concentration. Friends, in my class, what are you doing from 6:30 to 9:30? Sitting. Now, many of you might be going for some articleship. You will be going there and doing what? Sitting again. 9 months you come back, what will you do? Take your phone, lie down and sleep. Friends, your body is lacking all the physical activity. If your body misses out on the physical activity, your body's circulation will come down and slowly aging will start taking place. Once it starts taking place, your stress level goes up, your thought process comes down, and the way you retain things in your mind also comes down. Many of you think exercising is a waste of time. But friends, trust me on this one thing. If you want to have a strong mind, one of the most important things is you should have a strong body. Without a strong body, you cannot have a strong mind. And without a strong mind, you cannot become a chartered accountant. So friends, understand this one thing. If you really want to succeed, not only in your CA life, but in anything, you need to take care of your body, which is very, very important. Today I will share with you few forms of exercise and techniques which you can use so that your body also gets the best out of this, and along with that also your mind gets the best out of this. My objective is not that you do exercise and you get tired. Many people complain that after doing 20 to 30 minutes of exercise I get exhausted, I cannot study. Friends, that is because you don't eat in the right manner. There is ideally the following things that you should do. There is something called as a pre-workout meal. This should be followed by warm-up or stretching. This should again be followed by intensive workout. And this has to be followed by cooling off. And cooling off has to be followed by post-workout meal. Alright? For example, early morning 5 o'clock, many of you will get up and then you just directly start working out. That's not practical. You have to first eat something. After sleeping for around 7 to 8 hours, your body's sugar levels have come down drastically. Now the first and the most important thing for you to do is raise up the sugar levels by eating something. The ideal meal to have before workout is a small piece of banana. To be more precise, it should be around 25 grams of banana. Alright? It just is a little amount of banana which gives you the sugar levels, the potassium, which is very much required for starting off your day. Alright? So once you start with this, and you have to do warm-up and session. For example, there are different types of exercise. Suppose you're thinking about running. So what you should do is first you should jog for 10 minutes. Slow jogging. Stop, walk again, jog. Stop, walk again, jog. Basically, if you do it at a slower level for 10 minutes, your body muscles become loose. Only once your muscles become loose and they are warmed up, you should do intense workout. Without proper warm-up, if you do intensive exercise, it will create more damage to your body only. After jogging for 20 minutes, what you can do is you can start running vigorously for the next 10 minutes. Run like a mad dog. Run so fast that you drain out all the levels of energy that is coming in your body. So by the time this 10 minutes get over, your heart is pumping blood like crazy. Your breath is, almost out of breath. But this fast running actually gives you hell lot of results. At that time, you might not understand what you are doing, but by doing that kind of running, you are creating small muscle tear in your body, which during the day when you are studying automatically gets recovered. So what happens is the next day when you go to run, you are a stronger person. You have a stronger heart. You have a stronger lungs. You are overall a strong person after that. And friends, this will consume your 20 minutes. After that, you have to go to the next 20 minutes, which is meditation, cooling off. Okay, I will talk about this tomorrow in depth. Today, our topic is about what? Exercise. And once this is done, a post-workout meal should be a hot chocolate milk. Hot chocolate milk because after running for 20 minutes, your sugar levels have again come down. Whatever banana you ate is all digested over. Now you again have to lift up your sugar levels, otherwise your body will panic. Plus you need some good protein. So if you are a person who likes to have some protein bar or some protein good food, don't immediately eat eggs or things like that. Milk contains good source of protein. Chocolate has its own good source of protein. So after a workout and after cooling off, if you have this hot chocolate milk, the advantage what you get is your sugar levels come back, protein levels go up, and chocolate is amazing for memory. And it is called a feel-good factor also. That is the reason many people enjoy eating chocolates, because the moment you eat chocolate, it's a mood booster, right? This chocolate will intellectually challenge you. All of a sudden, your mind is all ready and fresh. And once it is ready and fresh, then your brain is all open to accept some new knowledge. And at that time, I would prefer read some motivating book for 10 minutes and then start studying. 1 hour in a day. Friends, in a day, you're talking about 24 hours. In this 24 hours, 1 hour if you keep for taking care of your mind, body and soul, you are getting remaining 23 hours. In this 23 hours, suppose you are sleeping for 7 hours also. How many hours are remaining with you? I think around 16 hours is still remaining with you. In this 16 hours, 3 hours you relax, you eat your food, do whatever you want to do. You still get 13 hours of uninterrupted study time or work time. Now that is the maximum a human being can do. No use of stretching beyond what you normally cannot do. Now let me come to different forms of exercise. One is what we call it as cardio. Other one is what we call it as strength training. And the last one is what we call it as stretching. A few forms of cardio is, as we already spoke about, running. You can do skipping. You can play cricket. You can play football. Whatever you want. Basically something which makes your heart pump blood. Cardio is a very, very good form of exercise which is a basic necessity for everyone. Ideally, if today's generation was not there, if we were in the old generation, we had no choice but to walk. Today for everything we have to sit. Traveling, you have to sit and travel. Earlier the people used to walk. Classes, you have to sit and attend the classes. You have to do everything by sitting. So ideally our body needs, it is said that at least we should walk for 10,000 steps per day. That is the basic minimum. If you are running, normally when I run for 1 hour, slow jogging and running, I normally cover around 6,000 to 7,000 steps. Alright, that's a 1 hour of session, which is a 30 minutes of slow jogging or another 15 minutes of sprinting sessions. Alright, so you should at least walk 10,000 steps in a day, or you can jump 10,000 times. Cricket, you can play football. Overall, your body should move. And cardio is very, very good for your heart. Heart is also got two parts. One is called as the left ventricle and other one is the right ventricle. So this works on the left side. Strength training examples are push-ups, pull-ups, or any type of gym-based training. That is where you are taking weights and you are doing it. This is very good for your right ventricle or the right heart. So friends, don't think that only cardio if I do, I will be happy forever. No. Left heart alone cannot pump blood. It has to be left along with the right. Both together can only pump blood properly. So you have to balance. One day you are doing cardio, other day you can do strength training. These two go hand in hand. And the third one is stretching. A classic example of stretching is yoga. Stretching makes your body very, very loose, flexible, which enables blood circulation very, very easily. This works both your left and right. So friends, each of these exercises has got their own advantages. So what I would suggest is, if you're spending a Monday doing a cardio, spend a Tuesday doing strength, Wednesday doing stretching. Like this, you follow all the exercises with a pre-workout meal, with a warm-up, with an intensive workout, cool off and post-workout meal. This will give you amazing energy throughout the day to perform at your level best. I hope this video is clear to all of you friends. See you tomorrow morning at 6:30. Have a nice time. Thank you so much.